What is genius?
Only Wayne Rooney can produce a piece of genius like that!
Is it elegance? Is it finesse? Is it the velvet first touch that floats like mist over grass? The gliding dribble that turns defenders into ornaments? The whisper-soft artistry that earns applause before the ball even hits the net? Or can genius be violent? Can it be raw? Can genius be the kind of force that crashes through the game, shattering patterns, breaking shapes, bending entire defensive systems until they snap? Because before the world saw Wayne Rooney, before the bicycle kicks, before the volleys that felt like cannon fire, before he became England's relentless heartbeat, there was a kid, a Croxteth kid, a kid who didn't wait for greatness to tap him politely on the shoulder. He didn't hope for it, he didn't pray for it, he took it. With force, with hunger, with a mentality carved not in academies with manicured grass, but in the hard, unforgiving streets where toughness wasn't a choice. It was survival. This is the truth about Wayne Rooney's genius. Not polished genius, not delicate genius, not the kind wrapped in elegance and poetry, but genius forged in concrete, genius powered by conflict, genius sharpened by struggle, genius that didn't glide into the spotlight, genius that punched its way through it, raw, unfiltered, unstoppable. Welcome back to the Baller's Vault, where passion meets precision, where legends are not just remembered, they're decoded, dismantled, studied, understood. Today, we're unlocking the story of a boy who didn't rise quietly. He didn't creep through the ranks. He didn't check mirrors to see if anyone was watching. He burst through football's front door like destiny owed him money. This is the rise of Wayne Mark Rooney. From Croxteth's concrete battlegrounds, to Manchester United's pantheon, to the summit of England's scoring charts, to a legacy so misunderstood that people still fail to grasp the depth of what he really was. Not just talent, not just hype, not just a prodigy. Rooney was football chaos engineered by intelligence, a storm guided by instinct, a fire controlled by calculation. Today, we're breaking down 7 core layers of that genius. 7 foundations that built the most explosive English player of his generation. Let's open it. Let's break it down. Welcome to the Vault. Before Wayne Rooney became a Premier League problem, he was a Croxteth kid. Croxteth wasn't a place where superstars were manufactured. It wasn't a pipeline. It wasn't a system. It was survival. Metal cages, cracked pavement, concrete walls that became goalposts. Older boys who didn't reduce power just because you were smaller. Cold winds that made your lungs burn. Games that didn't stop for bruises. Games that caused bruises. This wasn't training. This was initiation. Here, football wasn't skill expression. It was a battle for respect. Rooney learned quickly, if you got knocked down, you didn't stay down. If you wanted the ball, you fought for it. If you lost it, you chased it. If someone barged you, you barged harder. There were no cones, no structured sessions, no coaches telling him to find the space. The space was whatever you could carve out for yourself between flying shoulders and sliding tackles. This is where his signature style was born. The low center of gravity, the warrior balance, the chest out dribbling, the elbows up protection, the refusal to fall, the ability to bounce off giants like he was made of steel springs. Croxteth didn't make Rooney smooth, it made him sharp. You're seeing the root of his identity, instinct before instruction, contact as a weapon, relentlessness as a habit, courage that bordered on defiance, and intelligence carved from chaos. Impact. Without Croxteth, Rooney is a talented kid. With Croxteth, he becomes a football anomaly, a street fighter with surgical timing. October 19th, 2002, Everton versus Arsenal. Arsenal undefeated in 30 Premier League matches. They weren't just a team, they were a machine. Henry, Vieira, Campbell, Pires, legends. And into this arena walked a boy who technically shouldn't even have been there. Wayne Rooney. Age 16. Face still carrying the softness of youth. But his eyes carried defiance. Then it happened. The ball drops. He cushions it, turns with a confidence that doesn't belong to a child. He looks up, calm, composed, calculating, and he unleashes a shot so perfectly struck, so violently clean, that time freezes for half a heartbeat. The ball rockets off the bar and in. Commentators scream a sentence that would echo for 2 decades. Remember the name, Wayne Rooney. That wasn't commentary. That was scripture. So let's break down that moment. His first touch, well, it creates intention. Then his second touch, it really sets the trap. The way he aligns his body is just sensational. And that strike, it's pure technique, hidden inside all that aggression. His decision-making, it's instant, but honestly, absolutely brilliant. You know, this wasn't just a debut, this was an announcement. The Premier League, it didn't get a prospect. No, it got a problem it was never prepared for. People think Rooney was reckless, emotional, chaotic. But here's the real secret of his genius. His chaos was calculated. What looked wild was actually weaponized. Rooney didn't run blindly. He ran with purpose, he ran with triggers. Watch him closely. He drops deep and well, the centre-back panics and follows. He drifts wide and the full-back gets dragged out, leaving gaps. Then he bursts diagonally and entire defensive lines warp. He played like a disruptor, a system virus, a pressure bomb. Rooney understood rhythm. And you know, he understood how to break it, bend it, accelerate it, suffocate it. Analysis. His so-called chaos was built on a few things. Perfect pressing angles, timing the moment a defender turns his head, knowing exactly when contact would unbalance them, using his body as a pivot point, combining power with these clever micro-movements, and honestly, the bravery to initiate duels again and again. You couldn't contain Rooney, you could only endure him. For all his physicality, Rooney had something people still underrate, an elite playmaker's brain. He could pass like a world-class quarterback, not just long balls for highlight reels, but passes that broke shapes, passes that predicted runs before the runner even made the decision, passes that didn't just find teammates, they empowered them. To Ronaldo, he provided the platform. To Tevez, he provided the chaos. To Berbatov, he provided the tempo. To Van Persie, he provided the service that won titles. So technically, his passing succeeded because of several key things. Hip mobility for angle shifting, constant scanning, perfect weight distribution, reading the centre-back's body shape, releasing quickly before pressure hit, and, well, a striker's understanding of timing. Rooney wasn't just a workhorse, he wasn't just energy, he was football IQ wrapped inside a warrior's body. Most players shrink in the presence of legends, but Rooney, he expanded. He arrived in a dressing room full of giants, Scholes, Giggs, Keane, Rio, Ronaldo, and instead of dissolving into the background, he adapted like water. He became whatever United needed, a winger, a false nine, a second striker, a pressing leader, a tempo setter, a midfielder, a wide runner, and well, a box threat too. Rooney sacrificed personal glory again and again for the system's needs. His adaptability was world-class, elite in multiple attacking roles, with defensive intelligence that's honestly rare for a forward. Tactical obedience, but always combined with instinct. He had this ability to adjust depending on his partner, whether it was Ronaldo, Tevez, Berbatov or RVP. And, you know, his willingness to run more than anyone else truly set him apart. The impact. United's golden era didn't just happen, Rooney made it sustainable. There's a painful truth about Rooney. He paid for greatness with his body. Debuting at 16, playing every match at full throttle, carrying England's hopes. He took tackle after tackle, running 90 minutes every game. Wear and tear is, well, just inevitable. His ankles suffered. His knees absorbed too much. His hamstrings tightened. His explosiveness dipped. And yet, he didn't fade. He evolved. He transitioned from bulldozer to architect, from warrior to general, from explosive runner to intelligent dictator of play. So, space reading, it just became elite. Long passing matured into, well, genuine artistry. Positional discipline started to replace all those chaotic sprints. His leadership, it grew more vocal by the year. He began to influence the rhythm of the game, rather than just chasing after it. You know, Rooney didn't burn out, he transformed. Wayne Rooney, 253 goals for Manchester United. All-time leading scorer, 53 goals for England. All-time leading scorer when he retired. A kid from Croxteth, who, honestly, conquered the football world. Not with elegance, not with aesthetic dribbling, not with perfect technique alone, but with fire, with conflict, with instinct, with genius built from grit. Rooney's legacy isn't just numbers, it's identity. He was chaos with intelligence, violence with vision, artistry with attitude, sacrifice with brilliance. A footballer who didn't just play the game, he forced the game to react to him. So what is the truth about Wayne Rooney's genius? It's simple. Genius isn't always gentle. It isn't always smooth. It isn't always poetic. Sometimes, genius punches, genius fights, genius gets bruised, genius grows up on concrete, genius charges into defenders like destiny owes it something. Rooney changed football's expectations. He redefined what English talent looked like. He showed that genius can be violent and honestly still be beautiful. He showed that chaos can be controlled. He showed that hunger can outperform privilege. He was power, he was vision, he was instinct, he was intelligence, he was England's fire, United's engine, Croxteth's warrior. This is Wayne Rooney, core, unfiltered, unstoppable. If you enjoyed this deep dive, go on and subscribe to the Ballers Vault for more legendary stories, tactical breakdowns, and cinematic football analysis. Drop a comment below, which icon should we unlock next? That's the film. Keep unlocking the game. See you next time.